Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're at it again. A little bit colder this time. Beautiful views over Chesil Beach there. That's the Fleet, and this Chesil Beach you can see there. Obviously the sun coming down now. And this is a campsite. That was where this pitch here in front, where the caravan is, Stirling. That's where our caravan was for 20 years. It's a lovely campsite, open all year. I'm going to walk you around the caravan, the awning now, sorry. Right. We have got the Kampa Tailgate Air. There's two main tubes inside, and a centre tube through the top there. Right, obviously that's my bed and set up. The blinds, you know, that one's come undone because I undone the door just now, but the blinds were made by Kingswood Canvas in Bristol there. All I got then is the inflatable bed, and I have got the warmer blanket there. Now I have cheated a bit this time because the pitch I was supposed to be going on was over there, but they've stopped all the pitches now because it's too boggy. So I'm up on the tiers, and as you can see, I've got my inflatable chair there. I have got a jackery for backup, but because I'm up on the tiers, I get allocated electric, so I might as well just use this. Anyway, what I'm going to say now is, let's say obviously my tables and my lamp and my cooking there. Now that is the H CALORY Diesel heater. Just purchased that, and it works fantastic. I've already got one in the garage at home, and it works lovely. What I have done was, a friend of mine, Ben next door to where we live, he's given me some industrial lagging, and it's just a piece of copper pipe out there, so if I want to extend it, I can pull that off. And I say then the old the awning, as you can see, attaches to the car. This door will shut up inside, obviously the electric there, and the car all pins down lovely. All pins down to the wheels. That piece of lagging there was just a piece of lagging I had just to take up a tiny little gap inside. But as you can see, I opened the door, so I'll show you now anyway. As I got electric, I might as well use their electric. So I've got me heated blanket, as I said, and if it does go chilly, I've got a tiny little fan heater there. It's just so quiet. And all we do with those awnings then is he's attached to the roof. Pull that tab out of there tight, shut the door, and he's perfect. So, like I say, the views are fantastic. On the night you get the barn owls going through, they're up in that top barn up there. They've been there for donkey's years. So, walking around, like I said, it's a lovely size awning. The jackery, like I say, I got there, but I'm going to keep that for backup. Now, let's try and open this. Right, activate this device. Yes. So that's my jackery, calorie, H CALORY, sorry, jackery calories. That's in warming up. Now, the other day in the garage, it was 26, 27 degrees. But like I say, I don't know until I test it properly. It comes with electric hookup, and then you've got the ones for a cigarette lighter, and you've got ones which I've adapted. I didn't use it. It's ones for you clip onto a battery if you need to. Let's just give that a minute to warm up. It is the next H CALORY one is a little bit dearer, £180 I think. This one's 134. This one you do get a little bit tick tick ticking, but honestly it's minimal. Like I say, obviously I've got me 240, so I'm using theirs. So I'll do a review tomorrow before I leave. We'll get me a cup of tea before I leave, and I'll try and test out how much power it actually uses on the jackery. But in the garage the other day. I had it on for about half hour and it just didn't move. It was on 95, it went down to 93. There we go. So you can hear that now. I say I have got extended pipe if I need it, but this is just for it's just a bit of warmth on the evening. I say there's me outtake air filter, there's me exhaust going underneath the awning there, and I say with the lagging you can't feel the heat, which is what I wanted. Otherwise I'd have to either bury a hole and try and put it in the... Now then, he's up and running. So let's go back to the settings. It's on 4, so I can now drop it down. 1, 3, 2, 1, and it just goes so quiet. I said we've got caravans opposite and they can't hear it. It will go up to 10, but I say it all operates on the iPhone or on your Android, whichever one you're going for. But honestly, the exhaust coming out, it's freezing cold. Obviously coming out there, one, but just saves you rolling. And it works on the app, everything perfect, and so does the Jackery. So all in all, I'm quite happy with it. And I say that isn't very noisy at all. That isn't very noisy at all. But I say I'm lucky at the moment because it's when I go away and we're not on a caravan site. That's why I got it mainly for the backup. And I say then you haven't got to worry about people, the noise of it, and anything else, which isn't very noisy anyway. But it has got a baffler to go on the end, which is at home in the garage. I forgot it. I don't think anybody's going to hear that. And I say really it's for a backup in case when I do go away. Say like the Lake District or something like that, you know, and you're on your own, no one else around. I just got my little camera there just to see what comes around on the night, foxes and whatever else. But I say that's pretty toasty. I haven't got a gauge meter to tell you what temperature it is. You know, it comes out 220. Yeah, it's a stupid heat, you don't need it. But I say all on the app. You can bump it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the highest. HH is highest. That's how I don't want it up there because they're not gonna. It's gonna make more noise, I expect anyway. 3, dropping down a bit. Down to 1. That's the minimum. And I say that's me set up for the night. The awning's fantastic. I say you've got a window there. And it's just a window, I think. I never really checked it. You've got a door there. And that suits me fine. But I say I can't see anybody complaining about that. I say I'm here on my own. There's nobody else on the site at the moment. But that, I mean, I'll get close to it. It's about 5 or 6 inches away. Now you can't hear it. But the heat inside is fantastic. It's beautiful in here. Alright, I've got the sun coming through the door, but it is absolutely fantastic. But there we go. I'm only doing a short one on her. Don't look at the lamp hammer. That was in case I got onto a hard stand in, and the pegs I got just need a good welt in. So in a minute I'm gonna get me steak on, and a few chips, and finish my cup of tea, and then wait till about, I don't know, 7 o'clock. And what we do then is walk out of that field there, right where the top of these field swings. You go over that hill, down the other side, and you're down to the Victoria pub. Tony, the landlord, and his wife Diane, known them for years, like I say. But it's a lovely pint, nice friendly people there, bit of folk singing sometimes, if you can put up with it. And then you got the dog walk at the top where that lady's just coming down now. Obviously the higher you go, I expect the windier it is. We haven't been that high because we've always been on this pitch here before. But yeah, I'll bring you back in a short while anyway when I find out a little bit more about this Jackery and see what it runs on. But I say, the half hour I had it the other night, it just didn't run down at all, and it all works on the app again. Let's see if I can show you that while we're at it. Try and get out of this, and then the Jackery works on there, all on the thing again. Obviously it's not on because it's on naught now, but yeah, quite happy with it all. I'll bring you back in a short while. All the best. Ta-da.